it's gonna go dark soon, so gonna get started with this recipe, I guess. So just yeah. So just gonna be a little like soup thing. Let's see how this goes. And I was gonna do leek, but I couldn't find it in the shop, so I just got some spring onion. I'm also gonna use garlic. I'm gonna chop some of that stuff up, and then actually I'm gonna do the potatoes first. Gonna chop those up, put them in a pan, and whilst that's doing its thing, then can chop this stuff up. And so I've also got chickpeas. Going to use that and put it in a blender. So yeah, so I'm just gonna put it here so you can see what I'm doing. So I've got, we'll just leave that for now. Got some like baby potatoes, so we're just gonna just chop those up. So hope everyone's doing well. Thank you for the like, whoever that is. Oh, alright, I'm just gonna use a few of these. So I'm actually gonna keep the skin on because it's meant to be healthier doing that. A lot of the nutrients are in the skin, so I'm gonna maybe do a couple more. Yeah, right, I think that'll be enough. Try and show you guys what I'm doing. So these are baby potatoes, so I'm gonna chop them up a bit, make them a bit smaller. I'm just gonna put the pan on. I'm gonna put some water in the pan. It's ready to go in. But how are we doing today, everybody? Hope you're all well. Welcome in. Yeah, so let's just get that started now, and yeah, just put that on. I'm gonna chop these up. So I'll just chop them into like, probably do into like quarters. I think we'll do. Yeah, we'll do like quarters. Who we've got in here? Thank you for the likes. Just gotta make sure the camera can see it, but oh, hello Pedro, good to see you. Just doing a little cooking. A lot of people have been wanting me to do some cooking, so I thought probably a good idea to have a go. Yeah. Anyway, I hope everyone's well. So just get this sorted out. I could probably go a lot faster, but I'm just kind of taking my time through it, really. I tend to be quite slow at cooking, that's the thing, really. Yeah, who else have we got in here? So these are going to go in the pan in a second, and yeah, so I can get on with the other stuff. So I'm going to use a blender as well. So I've got some chickpeas that I'm going to be using. You'll see what I'll be doing with that in a bit, but yeah, I'm going to be using that as like a, you could call it like a cream or something like that. But right, all this is going in the pan now. So yeah, we're all right, everybody. A bit slow in here, but oh. So put these away now. So I'm gonna do garlic and spring onion. So yeah, so we could use I guess I could put them in. Put the spring onion in there with that, but I'm probably gonna. I'm not sure what I'm doing with the garlic. I might just fry the garlic, or something. But yeah, we'll just probably do that. So let's see, we've got a frying pan actually. So I'll just fry the garlic. Yeah, is everybody okay then? So I'm gonna do, I don't know how many we're gonna use, but I'll just use a couple of them for now, just so I don't really use the ends of them, so I'll just kind of chop that off. Yeah, so I might put a bit more, a couple more of them. Like, does anyone actually use like the green? Someone was saying chop this bit off, but I might use a bit of that, but not go too far up or something. I don't know. It's just the texture starts to get a bit. I'll just use I'll chop this bit off, white bit. So I'm only left with a bit of it though. This feels like a bit of a waste, really, you know? Feels a bit wasteful to just only use like half of it. I don't know. So I might use it. I don't know. I might just use the green bits and whatever, you know. It's probably the healthiest part, actually. Just gonna throw it all in, you know, like all this green bit. Don't see anything wrong with doing that. So I'm gonna use, yeah. Right, so I'll do another one. How are we doing, people? Hit the like button, everybody. Right, so chop the white bit off. You don't want that. Is everybody okay? There's nobody talking, so I guess maybe some people are also busy with making their own food, so I don't know, maybe the green bits aren't very good to go in. I don't know. I just yeah, maybe it's not really ideal. I just don't like wasting stuff, really, so. But then it's like, yeah. It's like, you know, like when you get a pepper or something and then you waste half of it. Because half of it's just not really, you know, ideal. So I'm going to just throw this in. In fact, I could probably use another one. So I'm going to do that. So that's going in there. And then yeah, so we're going to do some garlic as well. So I'm going to put that in the frying pan, just let that sort of do its thing, and then we'll just put that in with the rest. Right. So it'll just kind of like bring out the flavour in the garlic, I guess. So I'm just going to go with like maybe, don't know how many cloves, probably we'll go with about 3, I think, something like that. Don't want it too garlicky. I tend to kind of sometimes not get the right amount of garlic. Either it's not enough or it's too much. But yeah, so I'll just put in about 3. And yeah. Yeah, just can we get chatting or something, or you guys just gonna sit there and look? Alright. Kind of a pain in the backside trying to get the skin off garlic, but there's the way it is. I'll check you guys out in a second, but trying to get this off. I know some people use like garlic powder, but I'd rather just use straight up garlic. Right, it's nearly come off now, but still a bit of this skin on it. So I don't really use garlic very much because it just gets a bit messy. But it is what it is. Right, that's all off now. So I'm just gonna smash. There we go. And then we're just gonna chop it up to small little pieces. Just like chop. And I get it really fine. Don't want chunks of garlic, do I? Yeah. Alright. Just put that. Hang on. I don't know. There's 3. I mean, I might just do 2 actually. I don't want to make it too garlicky. So, hi, cycling racer for Ricardo. Okay. No, it's not. I mean, it's just like I've got like a new one, and it's just I haven't really used it because it's not very. I could tell you about it later, but yeah. I used to go on a bike a lot before, but I haven't really been on my bike for a while, so I should probably do it more again. But I've been more focusing on like the bodybuilding stuff and just. Anyway, it's a good cardio thing, but yeah. All right. Yeah, so I'm just doing like 2 cloves on it. I don't want to over garlic it, do I? Got a fairly big kind of close, so yeah. If it's like small cloves, then 3 probably would be all right. But they're like decent sized cloves of garlic, so. All right. Let's smash it, crush it, I mean, and then chop it. Probably as much garlic as I end up like not really using it all. I think with a lot of fresh foods, it's like you have to make sure you use it, because even if you put it in the fridge, it's still not going to last forever. Whereas if you get like powders or things like that, you can sometimes last for years, you know. All right, so let's put all that in. How are you doing, Jason? Yeah, a lot of people don't have any cooking skills, so yeah, a lot of people just doing friggin' takeouts and whatever, you know, because they can't be bothered. They can't even bother to learn it, you know. It's not really that hard, is it? So it's just get this stuff cleared off. This creates a lot of mess. That's the only problem when you're cooking from scratch. It can be end up being quite messy. So I'm gonna put this stuff away. So I'm gonna put a little bit of water in. And you could put oil in it or whatever, but you don't really need to. Just put water in. Once it dries up, just add a bit more water. So that's what I do. Right, so let's just get the spatula. We're gonna just warm them up in the pan. Right. Let them, yeah. Alright, then put this stuff back. Hi Alondra, how you doing? What's that? Are you still making lentils? I'm not doing lentils, I'm just doing a potato soup thing. So the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna be using a blender. So I'm gonna be using some chickpeas. I've got some, where are they? They're in here. Chickpeas. So I'm gonna just rinse them, and then we're gonna blend them up. I'm gonna put the I'm gonna I don't know whether to just put all the garlic stuff in that, but I could do actually. Just trying to think what the best thing to do would be, but blend all the garlic up with it or something, and then just check the potatoes, see how they're coming on. It's they're not really it could take a little while, so but anyway, we're gonna hi mum, how you doing? What's going on? I thought you were supposed to be ringing earlier, but I tried ringing you, but I was actually busy I ended up being busy so I ended up doing a Zoom call, and it's a video that's going to be coming out in November. So we'll be sharing that when it comes out, but we're going to just straighten these off and just gotta keep my eye on the garlic because I've got the garlic and pan next to it, and then that's just cooking there basically. So gonna you could just like get I might look into soaking my own chickpeas because it just ends up being cheaper. So I could just maybe look into doing that. I'm just gonna like rinse it off, because if you rinse it off, it's said to like help get rid of some of the stuff that can cause a lot of gas. Some of the I can't remember what they are, but it's might be some like FODMAP type of things or whatever. But hi Emily, how you doing? Yeah, just doing just rinsing off the chickpeas at the moment. Make sure we're getting rid of all the fart compounds that cause it to. Yeah, so I'm gonna put this into a blender. Yeah, just gonna do that now. Bear with me a second. Right. I need to plug this in actually. See if I can. Yeah. All right. So we're gonna just use this blender. You can't see it, but I'll just try and change the angle. So it's a little bit messy in here, really, but let's chuck this out. So yeah, we're gonna put it in here. It's kind of broken, but that's what it is. Right. So they're all in there now, and then we're going to use some plant-based milk. So this is, if you want to make it plant-based, I'm just going to use some of this. So I'm going to put some of this in, just to kind of like, it's going to hopefully be like a kind of cream type of substance once it's done. So I'm going to try it. Yeah, I'm going to put the garlic in there, I think. I don't know if it really matters, but just need to like keep my eye on that. So just letting that kind of cook down. Alright, so let's see what people are saying. So I can confirm as well, that's true. I do love man who can cook. Alright, well, that's good then. I guess it depends if they want to be a traditional woman who wants to cook or something. So not every woman wants a man to be able to cook, I don't know. I guess it's good to be able to do it just as like a kind of being independent and all that, and being able to do things like for yourself and not relying on anybody else. Because if you don't have that skill, then what if it didn't work out and you didn't have a woman, then you don't want to be dependent, is what I'm saying. Like, what if your woman died or something and then you couldn't cook for yourself or something? I don't know, but anyway, well, I'm gonna just probably give that another minute and then see how potatoes are coming on. They do take a while, but just gotta give it time to yeah. So once I've done with blending it up, then I'm going to take up, I'm gonna tip out all the fluid from the from that, and then we're gonna just put that, put it all in. So put all the blended stuff up. So I'm gonna do that now. So just put the top on there. And hopefully it doesn't fly everywhere, but so this hang on. No. Chop and puree. So do we want puree it? Puree it then. I don't know if it's ready, but probably going to be nearly there. Just kind of test it with this spoon. Yeah, it's nearly there. It's just kind of going to just do it a little bit more, make it a little bit finer. That's the mixture. So I'm gonna put that in a sec. So that's gonna just leave that there for now. So because I'll have to wait for the potatoes to cook really, but yeah, it's just a potato. It says in the title, right? So it says potato and spring onion, but I'm using this chickpea mixture thing to just blended some of that up. I'm gonna make like a thing that's gonna make a thick kind of puree kind of thing for it. So I'm gonna put garlic. I've got garlic that's gonna go in as well. So it's pretty much ready now. So I'm gonna mix that into the I can just pretty much just turn that off now. Yeah, it's going to be creamy, so that's the thing. It's going to be high protein because the chickpeas are a good source of protein. So it'll be good for anyone who's trying to put on muscle. It can be a good recipe for that. So yeah, so we're going to be putting in a veg stock as well. So I'm going to add some flavor. Very nice. Just got to wait for that stuff to cook really, but. I don't know why Richard isn't Haley or anything, but I guess they're busy or something. But anyway, yeah, it's just gonna take a while, I think. But oh well. But yeah, just gotta let that sort itself out. Yeah, it would be a bit like hummus, but it'd be good to have that thick kind of base for the soup kind of thing. Just kind of that. Yeah. Some people use tahini and hummus, but it's basically toasted sesame seeds. So I've got vegetable stock, so I'll be putting some of that in. Right, hang on a sec. This is drying up now, so I need to bear with me a second. Hopefully it ain't going to stick to the pan or anything, but I might just tip it into the mixture. Alright. Hello, Anthony. How you doing? I don't think I've ever had hummus, but that sounds yummy. I heard so saying your onions and garlic and avocado oil is good, and soup. Yeah, some people do that. I'm not adding any oil right now to it, but yeah, just anyway, just gotta let that cook. We'll see what it's like when it's ready then. Hope everyone's well anyway. Yeah, yeah, this is like 100% vegan, so if anyone's, kind of looking for plant-based food, so like I said, so to make this, you just want, I should probably have put it in the description or something, but maybe I'll put it in the description, but basically you want to so you want potatoes, chop them up, fine, whatever, just, so you want to start off with that, and then and also put in some spring onion, or you could use leek, whatever you want to put in it, and you want to blend up some chickpeas or cannellini beans or something like that. And you can just put in whatever kind of milk of choice. If you're vegan, you can put in plant-based milk, whatever. Or if you have an allergy, you can do that as well, or just like whatever milk that you use. Blend it all together. You create a sort of like creamy mixture, and then once that it's done, like the potatoes and stuff, and then we're gonna tip off the water, put it all in there, and then just let it kind of like cook a little bit, and then it's ready. I also need to put in the stock as well, so put the stock in at the end, so that way it just gives it some flavor. Yeah, random soup. Yeah, I'm gonna try coconut soup at some point as well. I think coconut and lentil soup. It should be good if you like to make it yourself. You just use coconut milk and lentils and just some like garlic, maybe some like spices as well. You could put in some like whatever spices, like you could put in like just chili powder or whatever, or whatever spice of choice. Yeah, I'd just probably just use a chili powder and maybe some like kind of maybe some herbs or something. I don't know yet, but I never thought of blending them up to stir in, but that will be delicious. Yeah, it's just a different way of doing things, really, but yeah, it'll be good. Just see how far off these potatoes are. It does do take a while, but they are starting to get their look. It's just kind of it's just it's getting to a point where I can like it's just still not quite there, but yeah. Right. Leave it a couple more minutes. I suppose it'll still cook a little bit whilst when I put everything together. So I'll give it a couple more minutes, and then I'm going to tip the water out and then put the blended stuff into it. No, I don't really do this most days, to be honest, but I need to try and get more back into it again. I might try it. I'm going to do the chili again at some point. The chili is a good recipe. You can just like, do like a kind of kidney beans or whatever, like just, or black beans are good as well. Those are good to make it as well. So maybe some like mix of either kidney beans or black beans, and some like, you could make like, I might try like, I don't know, I could try do say like quinoa or something. That might be a good one to try for like a sort of, or I could just use rice or something. But yeah, quinoa would be interesting to try. But yeah, this is yeah, it's not going to cost you very much as well. So it's just. But I'm probably gonna. I don't know if I'm gonna eat the whole thing. Cause I'm gonna see like how much it's gonna make. Because obviously with all the ingredients and stuff, it's. But you know, I do eat quite a lot of food. So, is this good for someone on a calorie deficit? Well, I'd say probably if you. It depends like how much you would eat of it, but. You know, like the way I've done it is like I put on, you know, like potato skins and stuff like that. So, you know, it's going to add some extra fiber into it. So it's probably going to be good for like, if you're trying to like be careful of calories. But yeah, it comes down to how you make it. Like if you're putting a whole bunch of oil into it, then maybe not. So yeah, hi Claire, hope you well. I'm doing fine, thank you. Just doing a bit of cooking at the moment. So. Yeah. Yeah, so I'll be tipping the stuff in a second. Tomato with chickpea mix. Yeah, I've done like chickpea curry before, and it's got like tomato, like chopped tomatoes, and like spinach in it. That was a good recipe. It's a bit of a lot of messing around. You have to like mess around with trying to make it all, but I'd have to get some more like garam masala for that and just make a whole like paste. Because you have to mess around with like put ginger in it and stuff, and can be a bit of a pain in the backside, but you know, it is what it is. But yeah, it is a good recipe though. But yeah, there's a lot of recipes I could do, but yeah, just oftentimes some of them are they do take some time, but. Yeah, how are you doing, Claire? Anyway, you all right? Hope all is well. Just check to see if this is. I don't think it's quite there yet, but nearly there. We've been on for 38 minutes, so. Enjoy making curry from scratch. It's a hassle, as you say, yeah. Yeah, especially like if you're making like a curry with like your own paste, like purely from scratch, yeah. It is a bit of a faff, really, but it is worth it. It's better than just like dunking a bunch of like, you know, shop bolt like paste on it or something. But yeah, I might try do like vegetable curry just with like a mix of vegetables that have like potatoes, carrots, peas, just basic stuff really. And just like curry paste. Yeah, that'll be good. So it's just like, you know, there is ways of like making your own healthier foods, and it doesn't have to be like super expensive, you know, it's pretty cheap, you know. I remember I once tried to make gnocchi, but it didn't go too well. It's a bit of a faff, really, but yeah, basically it's mixture of potato and flour, basically. So yeah, it can be a bit tricky, but you have to kind of get the flat, you know, like the dough right. It's like a dough thing that you use, and it's a bit of a it's a bit of a tricky one, really. Just gotta like kind of do it properly, really. But it can be a good one to like kind of use in like say like Italian recipes and stuff. Like you could just have like a sort of like tomatoey kind of dish or whatever, and something like that maybe, or whatever. Alondra says, I've been getting lazy in the kitchen. I definitely have to get back to it. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's the thing, and it just too advanced, right? Yeah, it didn't really go too well. I also tried to make flatbread, and that didn't really go too well. I ended up just making a mess. It's messed up the entire kitchen with it. Trying to make flatbreads. Yeah. There's certain things I struggle with. It's like things like pancakes. I'd struggle with that as well. I've had a few successful attempts at it, but it's a tricky one. So I did it more like American style with like kind of a baking soda, I think you use, or baking powder, whichever one it is, which makes it kind of puff. And it's like yeah. Bread is definitely complicated. Pancakes are not too bad. It's just that it would always seem to like stick to the pan when I tried to do it. I couldn't get it to like flip, or it was just, there was some issue that would happen, but yeah, it was there's a kind of knack to it, isn't there? You have to get it just right. You have to time it just right and all that. So all right, I'm gonna just probably tip it out soon, and yeah, look, it's just the potatoes just like getting pretty soft now. So I'm gonna tip out the got to use some butter in the pan. Yeah, I think that was the problem. So you got to use some like thing to kind of, yeah. Right, I'm gonna just where did I put the, oh yeah, it's on there. So I'm gonna tip this stuff in the what do you call it, colander or whatever they call it. Right. Then we tip it back in. Still bits of that in there, but it's probably not really any good anyway, but I don't know, it's just all right, I'll put this mixture in. I need to like just put it there so you can see what I'm doing. Yeah. Okay. Right, so we put the stock in. I usually just kind of like, what I'll do is just, I don't bother with like trying to, I literally, you know, like boil it up or whatever. I just like break it up in my fingers like into little pieces and just like sprinkle it in. That's how I do it. And then just like mix it all in. So that's going to give it some flavour. So this is what it currently looks like. So yeah. Hopefully it's going to taste all right. Just make sure everything's all mixed together properly. Oh, hello Riley. How you doing? Hope you're well. Right. Could have a little kind of sample of it or something. See what it tastes like. See if there's any. Alright, I'm gonna finish that now, I think. So, okay. Put it in a dish. I mean, would you even call this a soup? I mean, you could say it's more like a stew or something. I don't know. Whatever. It's a thick, kind of soupy type thing, but I don't know. What would you call it, guys? Would you call it a soup? I mean, it kind of looks a bit thick for a soup, really, but I prefer it like this, really. Like, you know. Is that a soup, do you think, or is it too thick for a soup? But yeah, that's that done. So I added garlic. I also added vegetable stock cube. But I'm gonna mix a bit of pepper in it. I think I should have done that before, but I'm just gonna put a little bit of pepper in. I'm just going to try and mix it in. It's just if I get a big chunk, it's just because it's got this, it's like pepper powder. So I'm just going to just chuck up, I'm just going to chuck a little bit in. Right, and then I'm just going to mix that into that. So just give it a little bit more flavor. So yeah. This is a nice big meal, so yeah. So I'm going to tuck into this. I'll get off in a second. Yeah, look, it'll be good, I think. So yeah, lots of potatoes in there, isn't there? So yeah. I'll have to let you guys know how it tastes, but yeah. I just had a little taste of it, but it's hopefully so try and get the taste of the stock. But yeah, thank you all for yeah, it's quite a big bowl full, but you know, that's what I do. I like to eat big portions and stuff to get down the calories and all that. Yeah. All right. I'll be back later, guys. So thank you all for stopping by. I'll just get on with this. All right. See you in a bit. Peace out, everybody. Bye.